Hello, fellow brothers and sisters. Today is the 10th of October 2016. This is Henning Kemner speaking. In the last days, the Bible tells us a horrible series of events will take place in the lands of Israel and Syria. One of these events is the disappearance of Damascus as one of the most premier cities in the world, the oldest continuously inhabited city on the planet. Damascus has witnessed at least 5,000 years of human history, and some historians believe that the city actually dates back to the 7th millennium before Christ. In fact, Paul was on the road to Damascus when Christ first appeared to him, an event that has transformed not only his life but the course of human history. In Isaiah 17, we learn that this message comes to concerning Damascus. Look, Damascus will disappear. It will become a heap of ruins. The cities of Aurora will be deserted. Sheep will graze in the streets and lie down unafraid. There will be no one to chase them away. The fortified cities of Israel will also be destroyed, and the power of Damascus will end. The few left in Aram will share the fate of Israel, departed glory, says the Lord Almighty. Isaiah 17, verse 1 through 3. And then we can go over to Hosea, which is saying, therefore the land shall mourn, and everyone dwelleth therein shall languish with the beasts of the fields, and with the fowls of heaven. Yea, the fishes of the sea shall also be taken away. Now, why am I saying all this? Well, Damascus will fall within an hour. At this moment in time, we have a so-called civil war, an orchestrated civil war taking place in Syria, which is right now the epicenter of the Islamic Caliphate uprising and reconstruction, re-emergence, to bring about the Mahdi, their so-called Messiah, the Antichrist. Now you might say, oh no, he's getting on that spree again. Yeah, I am. And I don't really care what you think, you politically correct, pseudo-intellectual Democrats, liberals. 73 plus places in the book of the satanic verse called the Quran. They are inciting their own people to commit murder against anybody who is not believing in Allah and Muhammad. Yet, we find in the big book of the Quran that there are more references to the Prophet Jesus, who is the Messiah, than there are to the narcissistic, murderous, pedophile Muhammad. Think about that. But that's not merely the problem. We have a civil war going on in Damascus, in Syria, rebel fighters funded by United States of America, not the people of America, but certain groups within the military-industrial complex and the political arena. One of them is Obama. One of them is Hillary Clinton. They are directly funding them and protecting them. We have also U.S. Army generals speaking to other high-ranked officials in the military-industrial complex, bragging and speaking to the world about how great and how powerful and how America is going to show the world what they can do with their military. And Russia has seen what they have done, and what China has seen what they have done, and North Korea has seen how efficient the US military-industrial complex is conducting a war. We might be very efficient, we might be very powerful, but that's not the issue here. Not at all. And I have said, I think, not a million times, because I haven't made that many videos about this subject, but just to illustrate it and exaggerate it a little, I have told you a million times that the last kingdom of Nebuchadnezzar's dream, interpreted by the great prophet of Daniel, that the last empire would be the 10 toes of iron and clay, so that the empire was partly broken and partly strong. There's a meaning to that. Because right now, we are having a massive awakening around this world, thanks to people who are seeing through all the lies and the deception, and are informing us, and people are taking heed. I'm not to mention any names of who is doing this job, because that's irrelevant. We're not about to make heroes. This is not the point. Far from it. But the world is waking up. And it's been said that the New World Order will either come to place by conquest or submission. And millions, countless of millions, will die protesting the New World Order, because people are waking up and seeing the writing on the wall, such as Nebuchadnezzar's son saw writing on the wall, writing that his kingdom was doomed because he took up the holy grails and drink wine from them and worshipped other gods.